in the government. The Trump administration deserves all the credit in the world for their attempts so far to clean out the deep state filth. But don't think for a moment that it has been cleaned out. Communists have spent decades burrowing themselves inside of every single branch of the government, and they're not simply going to walk away now that Donald Trump is president of the United States. These are anti-American subversives who hold on to power in this country, and they must be dug out, root and branch. You see FEMA? Trump's going to overhaul FEMA. Of course, FEMA's freaking out about it. Super upset. Well, why? Why are Democrats super upset? Because they conquered FEMA too. Do I need to remind you, after that hurricane, FEMA, they were skipping houses. They were going around finding houses who needed aid, and if you had a Trump flag, they skipped your house. Deeply evil. This is the system they've worked very hard to put into place, and this is why it's going to take a long time. I don't even know if it could be done in 4 years. Let's hope we get another 4 of somebody afterwards, and then another 4 after that. It's going to take that kind of time to root these people out. And, if I may point out, we wouldn't know a lot of these things if it wasn't for the whistleblowers.
It appears that I was retaliated against because I forwarded information to my superiors and others that questioned the official narrative of the events of January 6th. As a result, I was accused of promoting conspiratorial views and unreliable information. Because I did this, the FBI questioned my allegiance to the United States.
Mr. Friend, you ever been to a school board meeting?
Yes, I have.
FBI ever sent you to the parking lot of a school board meeting?
Yes, they have.
And in the parking lot of a school board meeting where the FBI sent you, you were taking down information regarding people's license plates.
That's correct.
But the FBI will crush you. This government will crush you and your family if you try to expose the truth about things that they are doing that are wrong. And we are all examples of that.
That's the reason we found out just how evil all the tyranny was inside of our government. And by the way, I should note, credit to Kash, Patel, Dan Bongino, those whistleblowers, those brave whistleblowers have finally been made whole. That was an announcement that was put out there. I'm a very happy man. I hope you are happy as well. But back to what they're doing inside of the government. Remember, without those brave whistleblowers, without people coming forward, we'd have to rely on people like Abby Phillips.
This idea that this was a weaponized, these were all these different prosecutions and all these different jurisdictions were not all directed from one place. There's absolutely no evidence of that. You guys can tell me what evidence you have of that, but I've never seen it, and I've never heard anybody actually voice it.
The Obama and Biden administrations didn't politicize the DOJ. And
okay, who?
Oh, I mean, come on. You could, I mean, they were better at hiding who it was, or more transparent.
I'm just saying,
how do we know who
if you are making the claim that this was directed by some kind of big puppeteer at the top of the pyramid, who is that person?
So how did the IRS only go after conservative groups?
But
they didn't, though.
And why? You're not answering my question. Who is the person?
I know, right?
Who are they?
I'm talking about the conservatives that Obama and Biden.
There's no proof. I'm sorry.
This is a tactic. Who was it? Name the person. There's no evidence. Of course, there's tons and tons and tons of evidence. Nathan Wade, when they were trying to throw Donald Trump in prison, Nathan Wade kept visiting the freaking White House. It's all kinds of evidence. Matthew Graves, his witch wife, was checked in and out of the White House over and over and over again when he was chucking as many Trump supporters in prison as humanly possible. Of course, all the evidence is out there, and they're all still there. Tulsi Gabbard talked about what she found.
And you've also found many bags of information. I think they call them burn bags. They're supposed to be burned, and they didn't get burned, having to do with how corrupt the 2020 election was. And when will that all come out?
Mr. President, I will be the first to brief you once we have that information collected. But you're right, we are finding documents literally tucked away in the back of safes in random offices, in these bags and in other areas, which again speaks to the intent of those who are trying to hide the truth from the American people and trying to cover up the politicization that was led by people like John Brennan and James Clapper and others that have caused really immeasurable harm to the American people and to our country.
Great job.
They're still there. lots and lots of them. We have a lot of work to do to cut the tumor out of our government. Again, credit to the Trump administration for making it happen. I would thank you for coming to my YouTube channel, but I know how brilliant it is, and I know you love it here. So subscribe and watch. We're gonna start really ramping things up and putting some funny stuff, some interesting stuff out there, some collaborations. Either way, my YouTube channel is officially the place to be. So stick around.